If you're someone who's using weed as an escape tool rather than a tool to celebrate, that's how you know you have a problem.
But you ain't living like that. The Porsche costs 100, this is twice that. Flooded on my diamonds, Poland Spring. Back in Oakland, I'm a king. I know Aussie is a ting.
Hey, what's up guys? My name is Brian Moncada, and in this video, I want to share the real and raw truth that I've been experiencing in my own life these past few months. I haven't really talked about this ever on my channel, but I started smoking weed when I was about a senior in high school. And it really picked up when I was a freshman in college, all throughout my college years. And more importantly, these last few weeks, I've caught myself smoking weed to escape the stresses and the daily tasks and the projects of my life that I'm working on, rather than use it as a tool to help me relax, reduce anxiety, and relieve stress, which it has tremendous benefits for. Now, here's a huge disclaimer, guys. I am not saying that weed is bad. I am not saying that weed is good. Everybody reacts to certain things differently. For me, I know that weed has helped me at times in my life, and I know that weed has distracted me during times of my life, especially these last few weeks. So I want to share a quick story with you. About this time last year, the company that I've been working with the last 2.5 years, my mentor, Dean Graziosi, and his team, who I've helped scale his businesses and his brands through YouTube advertising, we had a massive launch for the company just a year ago. And during that launch, we made about $30 million over the course of a month. But the night of the launch, we did about 10 million. So we did about 1/3 of that 30 million in one night. And it was the most beautiful, satisfying, amazing experience I've ever experienced and been a part of. And that night was one of the best nights of my life because I was with a few friends who were a part of this launch with me, and we all celebrated together. And with that celebration came us and a few joints being passed around, and just really being in the present moment, really being aware of what we just did, and having the connection, the camaraderie of the struggles we went through the past few months to make this launch happen and do $10 million in one night, which is pretty unheard of, you know? And I share this with you not to brag or boast. This is just the truth. And I want to share with you and paint a picture of what exactly went down that night. And it was amazing, you know? After smoking, I became so aware and so fulfilled with everything we just did and how connected I was with these friends that I've been with for the last 2.5 years. And it was an amazing night. And that's a celebration moment of my life with weed. Weed as a tool to celebrate and, you know, just, I guess, say fuck it. Look what we just did, right? And then we smoked, and it was awesome. Now, I want to paint a picture of what it's been like the last few months, the last few weeks specifically. I've been using weed as a tool to escape rather than embrace the opportunities there are in my life. And what I mean by that is, without getting into too much detail, over the next 2 months, my life is going to change like that. My life is going to change very dramatically. I have plans to, which I'll get into in future videos, to eventually quit my 9-to-5 job and go full-time into entrepreneurship. I just don't have much time to waste anymore, being almost 26 years old. And I want to take massive action on the things that I know to be true in my life, which is to film videos and create content that will ultimately help young men like yourself watching this, or young women like yourself watching this, to develop mentally, physically, and spiritually. And that requires time, that requires effort, that requires massive action, more than I'm putting out right now. And that's why I haven't been posting YouTube videos. And every single time I have an idea to post a YouTube video, I've been distracted, or I've been distracting myself with other things that aren't as important as this right here. And so with that being said, I'm building a business, I'm wanting to create content for YouTube, and the moment I feel like I am not serving my purpose, which is sharing the journey, sharing the experiences, sharing the struggle, sharing the wins that I'm going through with you, with this camera, with the press record button on, I know that I am not doing my full service in this life. And to avoid that, I've been using weed. I've been smoking weed. And it's become a daily habit where it's just there and I'll smoke it, right? It's not like I'm coming home after a long day of work and celebrating with, you know, a nice vapor hit or whatever. I was doing it at lunchtime. I was doing it in the morning, right when I wake up. And I was doing it just to do it because it was there. And that's when you know you have a problem. Now, weed is not bad. Weed isn't good. It depends on who you are and it depends where you're at in your life, in my personal opinion. But weed becomes bad when you use it to escape rather than celebrate. And look around, man. Look around right now. Look at this beautiful view. Look at this beautiful view of Camelback. You can't really see it over there, but yeah, you can't really see it, but there's a person jogging over there. The sun's rising over here, you know? Life's good. Why should you want to escape from the daily struggles of life rather than embrace life, Brian? And realizing this, I wanted to make this video as a public service announcement, but also just a accountability to myself and to just be real and raw and just share with you the struggles that I've been dealing with these past few weeks. You know, I've been wanting to escape the opportunity I have to really develop myself mentally, physically, and spiritually by stepping up and, you know, embracing the changes that are going to be happening these next 2.5 months. And, you know, building a business while working a 9-to-5 is no easy thing. For the last 2.5 years, I've been working a 9-to-5, and just a year and a half ago, I started building my YouTube advertising agency, and it's it's come a long way, and there's been a lot of trial and error along the way, but I've been doing it. And now I know what it takes to get to that next level in that business for me as a full-time entrepreneur in the next few months. And it's scary, man. It's nerve-wracking. And because it's so nerve-wracking and scary that I've been playing it up in my head to be, I've been avoiding the things that I really want to do while building that business, which is creating content and documenting the journey of creating this business along the way, right? I don't want to look back on my life and not have proof, not have documentation, not have stories and movies that I created to not watch, right? And maybe you're in your life right now where you are feeling like you clicked on this video because maybe you're smoking too much weed, right? Maybe you have been avoiding the things you know you should be doing because they seem daunting, they seem, you know, hard. You realize that it's gonna take a lot more effort from you to be able to get to where you wanna go, right? And that's scary. Is it really worth it, right? Are you gonna do it? And that's a question you can only answer for yourself, but I do know for myself that recently, rather than stepping up to those challenges, those problems, and looking at them as opportunities to solve the problem, I've been avoiding them. And I don't want to do that anymore, right? I don't want to do that anymore. And this isn't to say that I'll never smoke weed the rest of my life ever again, but right now I know I need a break. Right now I know I need to stop. Right now I know it's time to focus. It's time to get down to what the root cause of this thing in my mind that's happening to cause me to use weed as a tool to escape rather than celebrate. And what that is that I've realized is I'm using it because I'm afraid and I'm nervous and I know what is required of me to get to where I want to go, and it's scary, and I've been using weed to escape that scariness and cope with that. So if you're someone who has been maybe smoking too much weed to alleviate that stress, that anxiety, that worry, more than just painful because you need it, because it's prescribed to you, because you actually have a physical health condition which weed can help you, like some cancer patients, you know, cataracts and all those other things, but you know you're using weed more than you should be, and you're telling yourself, I'll get to it later, or I'll do that later, I'll do this thing some other time, right? I'll get to it, but it never happens. Then I want to challenge you to take a break with me over the next 90 days and don't smoke any weed. I have, 90 days from now, from yesterday, to rewire my brain, to get all that brain fog out, the unsureness, the anxiety, the stress, the worry, and to really just embrace these feelings on a more holistic level, to learn to meditate through these feelings rather than light up and smoke weed to escape. So wherever you're at in your life right now, if you feel like you've been using weed as an escape tool rather than a tool to celebrate all the hard work you've been putting in, then I challenge you over the next 90 days to take a break with me and to rewire your brain and watch how dramatically our life will improve. Because I know that when I challenge myself on these habits like this or other habits like no FAP, which I'll make a video on as well, I level up and I feel good. You know, my energy gets back up, my thinking gets a lot clearer, and I'm enjoying life a lot more. Escaping versus celebrating. Once again, weed isn't bad, weed isn't good. Weed's a tool just like any other tool. Just like it's a dumbbell, right? You can help you to lift weights and build muscle, or it can help you to injure yourself if you do it the wrong way and if you use it in the wrong capacity. Thank you for watching, and if you want to watch more videos like this, make sure to click subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below if this video really resonated with you. Maybe you're someone that has been feeling like you've been smoking a little bit too much and want to take a break. You want to get clear-headed, you want to be mentally clear. And I got some ducks over here freaking chatting up my video. Hey, what are you guys doing? Hey, what? You want to go? Yeah, keep walking, buddy. Hey. No, I will not smoke that joint with you, dude. Oh shit, he's coming. Yo, these ducks ain't playing, bro. Hey, don't, dude. You get closer, man. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Keep walking. Oh, you got backup. You got backup. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Brian Moncada, and until next time, remember, wiggle your toes and breathe through your nose. I learned this from Paul Chek, one of the best world-renowned holistic health coaches in the world. When in doubt, when you feel anxious, when you feel stressed, when you feel less present to the world, when you feel like you're in your own head, remember to wiggle your toes and breathe through your nose. We're here, baby. Let's go.